Okay, so I'm not sure if I want to call these toolbox talks or tool sheds, but whichever sounds cuter for the garden. These are not series, but little things that I've learned or picked up based off of conversations or advice that I've either had to digest myself or I dished out to some friends this week. Please bear with me with my background. I'm walking my doggy. But I wanted to give you an example of what people say when it comes to forgiveness. So one exercise I use is think about Jesus and a toll. So, sometimes you'll have like a peach pass or an easy pass, which allows for you to go through different toll roads. And once you scan it, it will like withdraw from your account. So what you do is you prepay. So you prepay and put the money on your account, and so that you already have the amount to charge against when you go through those tolls. So I see that as what Jesus did for us on the cross and how you utilize his blood in the process of forgiveness. So let's say someone offends you, or you realize like they did you wrong in the past and that memory comes up. So that is an offense. I want you to feel every emotion, feel all the anger, almost like you could talk to them, how much to say everything you want to say to them, but not just count the cost of the specific thing, count every hour that you spent thinking of it, count all the relationships. If someone harmed you, how many relationships were sabotaged because they harmed you. Count the whole cost. Sometimes that will be, it's made me angry to the point of tears in the past, and almost to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to talk to that person. But take all of that, because that's the full price of what they paid. Now imagine what it would take for them to make that up to you. All right, so but now you have this big old price. That person, they would need to apologize a bunch. They would need to be able to get you back, like whatever material things. If we're honest, that person can never repay you. They don't have enough years to repay you for what they did. So imagine Jesus coming up to your checkout counter, and you know all the things, and he knows all of the things when it comes to the offense. You've lined it up, and you're right about all the things. Every little thing of what they did to you was wrong. Now, he asked you a very gentle question. Is my blood enough to pay for that? Well, first the question is, do you take my blood as payment here? Is that a good enough currency? And then, is my blood enough to cover this too? And it's followed by the, do you trust me that I will make sure that you are vindicated, or I will do justice by you, but at least can you get me that entire big old ball that you've counted the cost of your offense, your emotions, your trauma. You take that and put it on the register, and Jesus gave you his blood to pay for it. Once you accept that as payment, that is the debt. And every time you think about that again, remember that Jesus paid for that. And that's what forgiveness is. It's letting that person go. And so hopefully that imagery can help you. And I do that every time I remember something happens, especially if it's big energy or all of that, like feel it all. Because that's what you can do with your emotions. Like, how do you handle the feelings? Feel every minute of it, and then give it over and put it on the counter, and then let Jesus' blood pay for it. And I accept his currency at my counter, because I need that blood to cover the things I've done to people. And no, I did not deserve it either. So hopefully that does a little something for you. This video is a little longer than I thought it would be, but hope it blesses you. Bye, girl. All right, so has anyone ever used that strategy before? It's one that I recently learned from a training at church. But when you say, a lot of times you talk to people, and as Christians, we'll say, hey, it's a day at a time, when someone's talking about healing and someone's talking about forgiveness and needing to do it each day. And so what I'd like to know, and what the people would like to know, is what does that look like for you practically when you tell yourself you think of the offense each day? So essentially, you can drop your answer in the chat below so that everyone can start to pick up some more strategies, because sometimes, you never know which one will work and which one won't. And so, yes, let's share, and so we can make sure that we do this one thing that is told to us all the time, that we need to forgive.